I'd like you to acknowledge the fact that the league is against the Lakers. It's not a conspiracy theory. People really, truly have a problem with this mom-and-pop organization in this city being big lights, being Showtime, and they really are annoyed by the fact that LeBron came here. So with LeBron coming to the Lakers, he brought his own separate hate. Rob Pelinka was one of the most hated agents because he was so good. And then Magic, people just be mad at him just to be mad at him, okay? So it's like all of that separate hate combined into this one big, huge, combustible hate of everyone saying they're tampering and this, that, and the third. It's really disrespectful. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Aren't they just jealous of the Lakers?
The champ is here.
Champ is here.
Thank you for calling, Carrie. We appreciate the love and the support. Here's what I would say. The naysayers, the critics, are going to always root against Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
The Yankees, Duke, Lakers. It comes with the territory. The Celtics, the Patriots currently.
Yep.
That's how this works.
If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
And so they do have 16 championships, and they do have a lot of naysayers. But we can't act like everybody doesn't love Magic Johnson, because they do.
Everybody loves Magic Johnson.
LeBron James is an iconic athlete that is well liked and beloved by fans.
If you ask Adam Silver, do you want the Lakers in the playoffs? He'd be like, I want them in the Western Conference Finals.
And this is where I'm going to go also, because it did say Carrie Champion ESPN. We have the Western Conference Finals. I personally would love to see the Golden State Warriors play against the Los Angeles Lakers in any round.
I would love it so much.
Okay.
Just to watch LeBron score 45 in game one and steal it and have people talking about, is this the end of the Warriors? Is KD going to leave? And then them lose in 5 games.
But they're below 500 right now, and they have a lot of work to do.
They have a lot of work to do. They are going to make the playoffs. Jalen Rose doesn't think so, but I promise you the Lakers will make the playoffs. They
do.
Carrie, don't worry.
They didn't look like that team in Atlanta.
They will. Thank you so much for the call, Carrie Champion. Make sure that you support all of Carrie Champion's various endeavors, especially the Be Honest podcast. Let's listen to another female voicemail.
Hi, this is Terry. I was wondering what sports-related movie you watch if it's on TV, even though you already own it. Mine is Varsity Blues. Can't help it.
Sports-related film that I watch when it's on TV, no matter what, is definitely Field of Dreams and Above the Rim. If those are on, I'm watching.
Definitely Above the Rim. That's a classic. Rocky.
Which one?
Any of them.
Any of them.
Creed. Sports movies. There's so many. Like, I watch anything like old school, like.
What's the plot to Creed?
The same as the plot to Rocky.
Give me some more details.
Basically, Apollo Creed dies,
Mm-hmm.
and his son basically is upholding his legacy, and Rocky's training him.
Okay, that's close enough. Thank you so much for the call, Terry. Let's listen to one final.
Michael B. Jordan, that's the homie.
Hey, Jalen and Jacoby, it's your girl Tiffany out here in California, and I just have one question. So, is it cultural or regional to lick your fingers after you eat barbecue? That's my question. Okay, have fun, guys. Bye.
Thank you for the call. Appreciate the love. She calling from Cali, asking about barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Something is legal on the West Coast.
This is definitely universal. I don't care what you say. There are certain things that you know you're not supposed to do. Like, you're not like supposed to lick your fingers, but I'm not. That's delicious barbecue sauce on there. There might even be like some meat chunks on there too. I'm licking my fingers.
I agree, it's universal. Our brother, Michael Greenberg, who I work with on Get Up as well,
Very familiar,
is an outlier here because he understands eating things like barbecue means you're gonna get stuff on your hand. So for his sandwiches, for his pizza, he uses a fork and knife. So I think he's more of an outlier. I agree. This is universal.
Universal. I want to thank all the ladies for calling in. Don't forget to call in, leave
Hey,
voicemails.
ladies!
98580 Jalen. About him putting pressure on the front office, which isn't really what the question was. But what is he saying by this? There's nothing
You hear that?
I need to get.
You hear that? Beep, beep.
It sounds like somebody walking back some of the comments that they made.
Beep. Here's what the Lakers are now going to do. LeBron James is going to talk into microphones. He's going to, and rightfully so, he's a seasoned veteran. He deserves, I love that LeBron always wins. I love this narrative. He really always does, on and or off the floor. So here's what now happens. Damage control. LeBron James is going to be doing interviews up in his team. He's going to be doing interviews talking about how amazing their talent is.
Of course.
Talking about how much potential they have.
Of course.
And how much he and we need them to make it to the playoffs. Here's another one. Where's Magic? Oh, Magic Johnson. Watch what I tell you. Within the next 5 or 7 days, he's going to pop up and do some national interviews, maybe even at this network.
Talk about how much he loves the young core and how they've re-energized LeBron James and their youthful energy.
Save this footage. I'm trying to tell you, this is how it works. And rightfully so.
Of course.
You have a fragile locker room. They were talking about trading 5 people. That's half the team.
And not only that is that's why the trade deadline is fun, because once the deadline passes, they're on the team.
Correct.
So now that you're on the team, like you're not getting traded,
Correct.
now you're my favorites. Now you're perfect for our franchise.
And so now, instead of the young guys showing up at the bus 15 minutes early, you show up 15 seconds early.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just how it go. I look out for me now. So instead of me passing up this good shot to get a great shot, I'm shooting this.
One thing I found interesting about these comments is, because you know I love LeBron. And you remember after he won the championships, he was at a camp, he got a little loose-lipped. He's like, the only thing I'm chasing now is the ghost in Chicago. Right? He said it. The only thing I'm chasing now is that ghost in Chicago. Do you know what he said in this quote? I'm not chasing anything. Remember when he was doing his show and he said that he was the greatest of all time? Like, now it's not I'm chasing Mike anymore. Now it's I'm the greatest of all time. I'm not chasing anything.
Look, Laker fans have to understand something. You are a part of LeBron James' honeymoon tour. If he's able to get a championship with you guys, great. But I probably would suggest he get an Emmy before he get a championship with the Lakers.
He's going to get a championship with the Lakers. He got
What you do? How do you think? Which one do you think he's going to get first, though?
Championship.
Okay.
Next, the Lakers didn't get Anthony Davis at the trade deadline, but they did trade Zubac and Beasley for Mike Muscala of the Clippers. Huh. Now, I'm going to go through this quickly. What they really did was trade 2 players for 1 player, so now they have an open roster spot. Jalen Rose, something I know that you're not the biggest fan of in the NBA, is the buyout market. Because what happens is just because the trade deadline's over doesn't mean that this is your roster as you go into the playoffs. So let's take a look at some notable players that will be buyout candidates. Matthews, Jordan, Lopez, Ellington, Cantor. Now, we don't know if all of these players or these will end up in the buyout market. We also don't know if other players will end up in the buyout market. But Jalen, which one of these players could you see join the Lakers?
Anyone that's a shooter, so maybe Ellington.
Anthony? Carmelo Anthony?
No, you can't do that.
You don't think Carmelo Anthony it's already been reported that he's being considered?
Here's why you can't consider it. You remember when the toothpaste was out of the tube and we talked all about the trade rumors for half of the team and how LeBron was going to trade the team?
Yeah.
Then we talked about the damage control that LeBron's going to do in the media, that you're going to see Magic do in the media.
Of course.
When you sign Carmelo Anthony and he's at the scorer's table and he about to check in for Brandon Ingram and he about to check in for Kyle Kuzma, what do you think they're going to be saying under their breath?
I don't think they'll be very happy about their
Okay.
minutes going away because Carmelo Anthony's got 4 more months of being a professional basketball player.
And he only played 10 games this year. So he's going to take time to get in NBA shape. But then when it's time to be on the bus, when it's time to be on the plane, when it's in the locker room, they're going to be hanging like brothers, like wet clothes.
Of course.
We saw this movie in Cleveland with Dwayne Wade.
Didn't work. What ended up happening with him?
With former Laker players. Clarkson, those guys just came from LA. That does not work. So I don't believe that that's going to be the course of action. Now, if they decide to do that, that's their choice. That's probably an olive branch to say, we didn't get the Anthony Davis deal done, but we're bringing Carmelo.
We'll bring in your boy. And something tells me that something will have a conversation with Carmelo and be like, look, man, you're playing 10 minutes a game. Okay, this is how it's going to work. Not only you're not starting, you're playing 10 minutes a game. What we really need you to do is sit next to LeBron on the plane.
But let me say one thing, and this is a rules change. And I think one of these shows, I would love to do a list of a lot of rules that I think not only should be changed, but probably will be changed, because I think Adam Silver is an amazing commissioner. The buyout market must happen before the trade deadline.
It just feels like
not the other way around.
They shouldn't be the same. These two should be one and the same. Like you got until mid-February to build your roster, and then after that, good luck. Maybe with some injury exceptions.
The buyout market should happen a week before the trade deadline. So now I can see who got bought out, and that will affect who makes trades
Exactly.
and how they go down. Not the other way around.